Need to hear one of our shows again? We've got them on podcast. Go to fmmoneytalkradio.com. Scroll down to Podcast on Demand. Pick your show and it's on. Podcast on fmmoneytalkradio.com.
Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Café studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Café on a gorgeous Thursday. We got a cold front coming in. It's going to be a balmy 89 degrees.
79, I think.
88.
Slicky, are your jackets ready to come out?
All my jackets are cold.
I can only imagine you're going to put on leather, and we're not going to have a poster made of you.
The leather, when you put on your leather jackets and ladies put on their knee-high leather boots, you know it's 70 degrees in Florida, is all I can tell you.
It's funny. In Miami, I used to laugh because they put out the leather gloves, they put out the leather boots. It was 50 degrees. In New York, it was 30 degrees, and nobody did that.
And not here. You got to embrace it. Embrace the change, the
balminess. If you want a refrigerator, take everything out of your fridge and sit in there and close the door.
There you have it. Happy 53 to you, too. Happy Thursday. What a great day. What a great morning. I have to tell you, our crew has been on point. Slick, bam, mic drop. Hector, awesome job on Fuego 2.0 with Elena Rodriguez. We've got new spots, new commercials, new pieces the crew has put together. Our piece from Fem City has been put together, and I'm glad because Barbara's here from Boca Liquors, and she was at that event, so that piece was put together. Our one-year anniversary piece has been put together. New spots from Tracy from Healing Moments have been put together. Hector ran Fuego with Elena Rodriguez, and wow, she told her story about how life changes.
I was catching some of that in between the meetings that we had going on in here, but I got a bone to pick.
Of course you do.
Your Fem City event was all women.
Correct.
There was no men. Are you absolutely sure that's the answer you want to give me?
I mean, it's part of the group, yeah.
Yeah, right? There was no men. Freddie hasn't been able to crack that meeting for 3-4 years.
But Vinny did.
You can wear a wig, Freddie.
I tried that. It did not work, yes. Vinny was here. Whoa. Wait a minute. Vinny was here. Vinny. Oh, you remember Vinny? Vinny's a guy.
I know, but he was helping. He was being, he wasn't just enjoying, he was working.
That's what it is. Freddie comes, he doesn't help. That's what it is.
I told you to come and help, and you said, "What am I the help?" And I went, "Come and help."
No,
And you went, "No."
don't spin this.
I told you.
I was told I am not allowed to be on the premises.
Well, that's not true.
And Vinny was here. There's also video of Vinny being here. I don't understand.
There's
Yes.
evidence.
And it's funny because she says, no, women are not allowed. So when Vinny comes, I want to make sure he's still a guy.
Where is Vinny, by the way? Vinny be working.
He'd be working till 5.
Is he?
Yeah, 1 o'clock it says.
Okay, we'll see what happens with that.
We'll see. But-
So happy Thursday. So we got a Tasty Thursday coming up, but amazing stuff coming out of Studio A today. Hector, nice job on all of that. So Elena's story is, how do you stay positive when life throws you curveballs? And she shared her curveball today, so I want you to take a listen to that. Fuego 2.0. She had just lost her job. They were living fine. Her husband was supporting them, 2 teenage sons, and her husband has a heart attack in November.
Tough.
Her husband passes away on Christmas Day.
Oh, my goodness.
No job, no husband, no income coming in, 2 teenage boys to raise in a house alone with nothing left. And then, more to come up with that story, she also offers a free download to her book, Broken Stronger, a free ebook that you can download, or you can purchase the paperback on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and her website, but the free download is available. And what do you do when all of your life turns upside down? And just when you start coming back, you get another whammer. So not to give her story away, but check out her book. And she is our new Fuego 2.0 host. What it's like to be Hispanic but not speak Spanish. What
Yes.
that culture is like.
And that has gained a lot of momentum. We came up with that idea because I had it all Hispanic and we switched it up. And a lot of people are thanking me because they too, Latinos don't know where we belong. Some of us don't speak Spanish. Some of us only understand Spanish. Some of us forgot what a Latino even means, right? So it's really interesting, that whole concept.
But
Really cool.
it's great. And how do you come back broken? When you're broken, how to come back stronger, and what it's like for communities, what it's like for women to come back and support each other. And I know you laugh and we tease, but this is part of Fem City and the group that I worked with last
don't
week,
laugh.
Women for Excellence, another a women group, because we have to all support each other. But we all have to support, right? We're now overseas with the women's group supporting each other.
It's getting bigger. There seems to be women everywhere.
You may as well just embrace it.
Well,
and
but
love
I'm
that
going
we
to
are
tell
here.
you, and our guests included in the conversation, a lot of corporations hire guest speakers, and they get paid really, really well. Lou Holtz was hired for when I was at John Hancock, and I spoke to Lou Holtz, and they paid him a bunch of money about getting up and going. Man, there has never been any more getting up and go than the businesses and the people that we are talking about right now, including her, including whoever on set. Because who in their right mind would open up a business and watch it flourish because of the need and the intelligence of the way they're doing it? And I don't want to hear anymore, it doesn't work. That isn't true. And you saw today, it's beginning to come back because they're
This
doing
morning
it.
was amazing.
But they're doing it safely and they're doing it intelligently. They ain't just running out there and say, hey, take this.
And this was amazing also. They came in, Sandy Freaks came in, Justin came in, Slick did a spot with him, so Slick's putting a new spot together for Sandy Freaks. This Barbara is a great, so that's why I laughed, your sanitizer was out.
Yeah.
You fill these little bracelets up with hand sanitizer, and you always now have sanitizer on your wrist, and they will brand it for your business. Isn't that awesome? So all you do is a little squirt, you have your own hand sanitizer. I think it has 20 pumps in it, which is kind of perfect for your little bottle. So that's what's left in your bottle. It was the perfect size from Boca Liquors, and they're coming up with a price for us to brand these for the Brooklyn Cafe show, which I'm excited
And now
about.
I will have two of those. I'm going to have one in pink and one in blue. I'm going to have vodka and then a tequila. Because you can put anything in these things, right?
You can put
You
anything
can
in
squirt a little
there.
shot when you need it, because around here, I'm going to tell you, dealing with Slick all day ain't easy.
But isn't this a great idea? You talk about a branding piece. So Slick is putting that together. Are we opening for Mark?
Oh, yes.
All right, so do what you got to do for Mark, and while we shift over to that,
We'll
I
find
want to
out.
welcome Barbara. I don't even know your last name.
Fisher.
Barbara Fisher.
Yes.
I show always Barbara from Boca Liquors.
It flows well, just like
At
that.
Barbara Fisher, Boca Liquors. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
It just worked out
Her
beautifully.
name is Barbara Fisher.
Barbara Fisher, Boca Liquor.
I called the Boca Liquor.
Exactly,
I
that's
couldn't
what we
I'm
call
okay
it.
with that. You can.
You like Boca
can,
Liquor?
Yeah, you can
We
refer
have,
to
a
me as
new,
Boca
we have a new
Liquors.
producer. Her name is
Who?
Cat
Oh, who are you
Cat-
talking about?
Kay. Yesterday. Catherine. That's her name.
This is Barbara.
It is
Freddie,
Barbara.
meet Barbara.
I can't remember names, Barbara. But I remember Boca Liquor.
And Boca Liquor is so great. And what's unique about Boca Liquor, it is a women-owned liquor store right in Boca Raton, and it is beautiful. Have you been over there?
Yes.
I got a chance to go over and check that out, which was amazing.
Yes, I appreciated you guys coming by and looking at the store. I know when we met before, you hadn't had a chance to go yet, and funny enough, we ran into each other that day, so that was pretty great. But yes, it is a women-owned liquor store here in Boca. We are located off 1200 Yamada Road, next to the Dunkin' Donuts and the Miller Ale House. And we opened in the middle of July. It's been an interesting process and a fun one for sure. And we're doing a lot of community outreach. Linking up with Fem City, with you guys here at the Brooklyn Café, and then we have different arrangements with different communities in the area as well, where we're doing special pricing and events with them. So it's been a lot of fun. I know there's a lot more work to come, but so far, so good.
What surprised you the most thus far doing the liquor store?
So it's super strange what I'm going to share, but in a liquor store you have all size bottles and all kinds of liquor and things like that. But interestingly enough, what's actually very popular are the minis. So I thought that was really interesting because myself as a consumer, I would never go and just buy a mini unless like I'm sneaking it on the plane or something,
I was
right?
going to say, welcome to my mother's world. No, I'm kidding. Mom, you got it right.
Welcome to the times, really.
Right.
That's what's happening right now.
But truly, what has been the most amazing piece is the fact that, being a women business, and we are catering to women, I think I talked about it last time, going to any liquor store as a woman in the evening or any time of day isn't always the best experience. So we've gotten a lot of great feedback from our customers. They love the store. They love the fact that it's clean. They love the fact that, we put that little female touch, whether it's with decorations or, again, the cleanliness and organization of the place. So that's been a really interesting feedback from our customers, because that's what we were catering to. That's what we wanted to happen. So the fact that they're seeing that has been a really great experience.
And this is really cool because you got the holidays coming.
Yes.
And those little minis, they make great different gifts. Like
So fun. And we actually have a bunch of piñatas in the store. Actually, for my birthday one year, my friends made a big piñata and filled it with minis. So I brought that idea, because I thought it was so fun, into the store. So we have a couple of different designs of piñatas that we have for sale that you can fill up with either minis or with lotto or any of the other little knickknacks that we have.
So here's my concern about putting the minis in a
You good?
piñata.
Yes.
Are they made of glass?
Not the ones that we would offer for the piñata for that
thank
reason.
you.
Yes.
So I just have to put that out there because this is me.
Do you know my son, Freddie Santori, is about this
You
tall?
forgot his name? Really?
Well, if I say Freddie, she's going to think it's me. My son taught to me exactly about the piñata and the bottles and the whole nine. Wait till he comes in here and say, this is like the latest craze. Everybody
Filling
wants
it
this
with
piñata.
lotto tickets is a
I mean,
great
I grew
idea
up with
also.
piñatas. That was like my birthday party every year. So now to like encompass it in like an adult life, it's fun.
I'm going to have a piñata with the bottle sticking out the back. So you turn it and pour it. Turn it and pour it. You rip it out, put
There you
another one
go.
in there. I kind of like that idea. We could use fairy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fairies
Somebody
on unicorn
split
right
open
away.
fairy.
No.
Yeah, well, how else am I going to get the bottle in there?
No, you can't do that. But you
I'll
gotta
make a
love
small hole.
Thursday. So we've got Tasty Thursday on the set, and we've got Chef Mark Fiori. Val, can you put up a trio for us? Because right on the other side of our bay, he's cooking with some food. I don't know what he's making today on the hibachi.
Yum.
Barbara, you
He's
came on a perfect
hibachiing it.
day. We've got tequila, we've got some vodka.
This is
Welcome
great.
to Thursday.
Yeah, this is the best Thursday ever. I love hibachi.
And we
So
allow
thank you, Chef.
women. We allow women. He allows women. Chef allows women.
Chef, there's got to give Chef a mic. And
It's
I
on
think
the
there's one
table.
right on the table.
I grab them. I grab them.
And while we're getting that ready, you have a big event coming up tomorrow.
Yes, we have a tasting tomorrow. We have 2 time slots from 12 to 3 and then from 4 to 7. It is free for anybody to attend and try the different liquors that we're carrying currently at Boca Liquors.
What times again?
We have 2 times, 12 to 3 and then 4 to 7.
So you go into the store and they can try.
So
Different
we
liquors?
have set up outside of the location tables for each of the brands that are coming, and they just interact with the guests that are coming by. Or it's, as you guys know, with that plaza, it's really busy during lunch, so we want to kind of capture those folks that may not know that we're there, since a lot of those offices behind the plaza are coming back to work. So we want to spread the word that way and make it fun. And you know, it's Friday, it's before Halloween, so
I got an idea.
yeah, do tell.
Remember what we talked about tomorrow? What did Freddie want to do?
Yeah, you want to do
We
that?
should go there. We're all getting dressed up tomorrow for Halloween.
We're having costume contests.
We are going to go down to Boca Liquors to take some pictures. So come on
Welcome.
down and take a pictures with her. But it's going to be a little earlier than that, but which works well because she's probably going to have a crowd anyway. So I think, you see,
Absolutely.
I told you it was a great idea.
That's a great
Meant to
idea.
So we're going to go down to Boca Liquors.
What are you tasting tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have all things. I mean, we have from bourbon to whiskey to vodka to tequila to French wines to
Oh my God, I'll
a
be
little
done
bit of
by
everything.
12.
Just, you know, everybody likes their own thing.
Well,
So we
this
want
is
Do you
so
to.
drink bourbon?
I'm the manly man. Of course I drink bourbon.
Really?
Bourbon is
I
a
don't-
manly
I don't
drink.
have ever had bourbon.
Get out of here. Of course you have bourbon.
You haven't?
I don't know.
Are
if
we
I
ready
ever
over
have.
there?
Yeah, we're ready.
Val,
All right,
can
so
we put
let's-
up a trio.
Let's put up a 3. Let's see what Chef is cooking. Oh, I spoke to Chef. We are actually going to do, what's the matter?
I was just checking if the light was green. I can't see the light.
Yeah, well, we'll
Find the
tell you in a
light.
second.
You are the light. Valerie, can we put up 3, please?
Today we're going to have something healthy again, as we're going to keep this food in
Valerie.
the direction. We've already got our pork chunks browned and ready to go. We're going to add those to a broccoli rabe, artichoke, white bean, and garlic little mix. Healthy, delicious, fast. So we're going to start with a little oil in the pan and some garlic. We're working on a little bit of a slant today, but it's okay.
It's okay. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Welcome to our world. We're always working on a slant. Go ahead, get your B-roll, Taylor. We got a moving studio here. They're like a well-oiled machine here today, Freddie.
You better be because they're on a slant. And yes, Chef is working in the parking lot.
Telling you, man. Something about cooking.
Yeah, we got cannellini beans here. You can buy these in the can. These are from Walmart. We've got artichoke hearts already quartered, and then broccoli rabe. And garlic and olive oil is our only ingredients here aside from the pork. And you can substitute the pork with chicken, steak, fish, whatever you really want.
Now, Chef, what are you cooking on right now?
Freddie brought a whole grill.
Cooking on right now.
He
This
has a whole
is
grill
a
outside.
portable hibachi. I use this for a lot of my dinners for my social distance dining concept, at-home hibachi. And this allows me to go to people's homes, bring my kitchen, cook for them outside their home at a safe social distance, and still allow them to have delicious food rather than Uber Eats or delivery.
They're
It's
asking
getting
me, you can go to like gated communities and things of that nature and cook
I didn't hear what
right
you said.
in the front of this place. They're asking me, does he cook outside in like gated communities and things of that nature?
Outside gated communities.
Yeah, anywhere you need me to go, I'll go.
Holy smoke.
Yeah. Next, we're going to add these beans and let them cook with the garlic.
We put beans. Barbara, what's your favorite food?
I got you.
Favorite food.
What do you like to
What's
eat?
that?
It's super cliche, but my mom's cooking.
My kids never say that, just so you know.
No, I mean for me, my mom is like the best cook in the world. She can whip up anything.
But what do
out
you
of,
like that
4
she makes?
ingredients. Well, last night she made some chicken marsala. I went to her house. and
Is that your
was-
favorite?
No, but it was delicious. I mean,
Wow.
she makes the best paella though.
So you like paella?
Yeah, I love
Is your
paella.
mom, are you Hispanic?
I am.
Seafood paella?
See, of course.
Do you speak Spanish?
I do.
Chef, you make seafood paella? I gotta
Yes,
yell
sir.
this is outside. You do, right?
After I graduated culinary school, I went and spent 6 months cooking in Spain. So my IQ for
Really?
Spanish cuisine is on high.
It smells, normally the smell that comes over there is paint. This smells so good.
Good.
Well, I think what we should do is
All right, next we're going to add these artichoke hearts. I mean, we're not really working too hard out here today.
That's okay.
And we're
It's
just
all
going
in
to
the
let those
wrist.
go for
Chef.
about 5 minutes.
I think
They're
the next
saying,
time,
go Chef Mark. Everyone is like watching. You got Monica and Colleen. They're like, yes, Chef Mark. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mark whipping.
Hey, Chef, can you hear me now?
I like this.
Chef, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to buy all the ingredients for a seafood paella.
Okay.
And we're going to have Boca Liquors in the house. We're going to treat them to a seafood paella. How's that?
Okay.
I think that's a great
I
idea.
think we should have a little bit of that going on. Maybe we do it on a Friday when you're not too busy, because all of a sudden Chef's calendar is filling up.
Yeah, it's holiday season. Book your Thanksgiving orders for pickup. Contact Chef Mark. Anything you want cooked for your Thanksgiving feast, I will make for you. Just feel free to contact me.
And you do everything from seafood to steak to anything.
Anything you got. Anything you got.
Is seafood paella your favorite?
Oh, I'm going to tell you, if he cooks a seafood paella like he did,
I have not had paella
me,
since I lived in Miami. I think it was my bridal shower, which
it's
was
over
a long
40
time
years ago.
Casa Guancha. That was
Casa Wancha too.
that's the way.
Casa
That's
Guana-
how long
the
ago
Casa
it's been.
Wancha. You know how
Casa
old that
Wancha.
is?
I'm telling you, I'm old.
The bricks aren't even there no more.
All right, we're going to go ahead and add the broccoli rabe to this.
What's the difference between broccoli and broccoli rabe?
It's in the broccoli family. It's a little bit longer and stemmier. It's got more of a bitter flavor to it. It's my favorite. It's
It looks better than regular broccoli, to be honest.
got way more flavor. So we're gonna salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water in here.
The amazing thing is how quickly he puts
Taylor,
this
can you
stuff
get the
together.
food in that camera also?
And he
to
cleans
see the
up just
food?
as fast.
I'm good.
Oh,
Let
that's
me
the
grab
best
something.
part.
So he goes to your house, he can do a romantic dinner for you. And we have people that play piano if you want that as well.
He told me to
He's
told me
out
to
there,
substitute
and
in.
he leaves you with a meal. He does up to 150 dishes a day.
Slip, what are you
Wow.
substituting?
No, I was just making a joke, guys. I was just saying, Chef told me to substitute in.
Yeah.
I'm just
I love
kidding.
Slip, like our on-demand reporter over there.
Get this cooking a little bit faster.
Smells
Now
good.
we had talked to Chef about putting together a cooking show.
Oh, yeah,
And
most
that's only
definitely.
avoided
We're
us
talking
5
about
years
cooking
because
show.
we tried everything.
Yeah,
to get
I'm
that
ready
done.
for the cooking show whenever you're ready.
And this
Oh,
is
I'm
great
ready.
because he brings his own kitchen with, and we can do a pairing, Barbara, with you and Chef. I mean, we were
Yeah.
talking this morning about the segments that we get to do. This is a great segment, right? You get to pair food with something at Boca Liquors, or two things, a wine and
Wines
a
or
hard
something.
liquor,
Absolutely.
which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be great.
So what do you think
love
goes
both.
best with, what is he making, pork?
I don't know.
Is that pork you're making, Chef? What's with the broccoli rabe? Is there,
What are you making pork in there?
There is pork right here. I could have it on the side if somebody does not eat pork.
no, we're just wondering what goes better with pork, vodka or tequila?
Oh,
Barbara?
probably tequila.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I would
thinking.
say tequila too.
Carnitas taco or something. Shot
I-
of tequila. I would say, yeah, that goes wonderfully together.
I think
Yes.
you need 2 glasses, one of vodka and one of tequila, and try
And then
both.
figure it out, right?
And then, yeah.
And what Barbara brought over, she brought over the One with Life Tequila, which is women-owned tequila company.
It is. It's a really special story behind this tequila. It was, in fact, founded by a woman. Her name is Lisa Elovic, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. She's actually a mom, a lawyer, and a life coach. And then on top of that, she decided to start her own tequila brand, which I found pretty neat. What's beautiful is that it's organic. So that's a big selling point, especially nowadays. And what's neat is the fact that it has the owl and the tree of life, which symbolizes eternity. And every bottle, and interestingly enough, the acronym OWL is One with Life Tequila. So that's neat. And then each bottle comes with a nice bracelet that they have on there and a custom message, like an inspirational message in the bottle. So, and it's a delicious, very smooth tequila. I know you guys have tasted it before. So
Well, we
you're
had her on the show, I'm going to say 4 years
When
ago.
we first started, yeah.
When she first started.
We were both brand new, right?
Yep, and she started at the time there were only 3 female tequila owners in the world
wow.
at that time.
Yeah.
And when she brought it on, I have the shirt. I was looking at the shirt this morning. I was worried this
I
morning.
do have the tank top, which
And
is pretty cool.
We were so impressed with what she was doing because of the nature of what she does in wine and the message behind it. Really good stuff. And then I think she went to New York, and then we had a sales lady come and meet us. We tried to get
Yeah.
her into Maggiano's.
Liz.
We tried to get that liquor into Maggiano's, that particular bottle.
But I think this is a perfect pairing. How are we doing over there, Mark?
How we're doing over here? We're doing all right, but this pan's not cutting it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dump this on the hibachi and finish it here.
All right.
Well, I'm glad it's outside, is all I can tell you. So it's the
water.
fire department.
That's water.
It's still steam.
You know, when you cook and there's steam, you're cooking, baby.
It's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the real
You're
deal.
cooking. It's the real deal. The more steam, the better.
Do you have the other one with Life Tequila, the one that you love that kind of sits longer and ages more?
This is the only one we carry right now.
Okay.
Yes, and they actually came to our previous tasting or for our grand opening, and it was a huge hit. We actually sold out on all the bottles. So right now we have limited quantity in the store as is.
Of that particular brand.
Of this particular one,
Because
the
you have
one
other
with Life.
tequilas.
Yes.
I'm very familiar.
You've got the 50 States because that's a local company also.
Yeah, so 50 States Vodka is a newer brand. It is locally owned from a family here in Boca, so that was a pretty cool story. And it's also natural, it's gluten-free, it's distilled 6 times, really smooth vodka. I usually drink Tito's, but when they came to our previous tasting, I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of their vodka as well. So it's been a very popular seller. They're doing great marketing on social, and they're actually going to be at our tasting tomorrow as well.
Excellent.
So if you haven't had it, feel free to stop by. They'll be there from 12 to 3.
He actually invited us to go do a show in Sarasota. Sarasota is where they make it.
Yes,
And he invited us to go out there and do a show because we're talking about tours and all this other stuff. Great stuff.
absolutely.
All right, so what do you got, Chef?
All right, so I just pulled the veggie mixture off of the hibachi. I'm just going to dump the pork on here real quick. Give it a quick little finish. And then put it right on top.
Nice.
Wow.
That was fast.
Yeah, my meals definitely take longer.
Well,
That
he
is
pre-cooks.
unbelievable.
I would still be chopping the pork.
I still be getting out
And we're
of
going to
bed.
finish it with a little pecorino romano cheese.
Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful that looks.
Look at Chef. Look at Slick. Slick, what are you mimicking him?
Slick, how you doing?
Just in case I want to cook, you know, I know
He
the
can teach you how
technique,
to
the
cook.
proper techniques.
And yeah, I'll bring this in and show you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look how fast he cooks.
Wow. Chef Mark Fiori, your in-home chef, right to the door.
Looks beautiful. Wow.
This dude, yeah,
Yes.
come show us. This dude is amazing. So we've been asking,
Plate
we've
is
been trying to
hot.
work with Mark.
Look how beautiful that is.
That is unbelievable. About
Smells
people coming
amazing.
in, and he goes to your house, and we've been talking about romantic dinners,
Mark, this is
anniversaries,
amazing.
parties, and everything else. Because he's a one-man show. He goes in there, he does what he got to do,
Wow.
and then he leaves it. He'll even do the dishes. Remember, because somebody was complaining, oh, they're not gonna wash the dishes when he leaves. He says, no, he'll even take care of that.
That is incredible. I want to go to commercial break. We'll serve some of the food. Maybe we'll pair some tequila, some vodka, get all that set up. When we come back, more with Chef Mark Fiori. Also, Barbara Fisher of Boca Liquors. Stay tuned. I think Steve Gubb from Gubble Rum is joining us, so give
Hello,
us a call.
Steve. Come on in, Steve.
We'll be right back.
Smells amazing.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it? Does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting Café to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're serving some food. We're serving some tequila is what we got going. We've got Boca Liquors in the house with Barbara Fisher. They're located right on Yamato Road. You can't miss it. When she says it's next to Dunkin' Donuts, it's literally next door to Dunkin' Donuts, next to Palm Beach Bagel, which they sent us a fantastic show for next week, and right near Boca Ale House. So when you drive in, boom, you're right there. You cannot miss it.
Okay, so what are we sampling with the dish? Yeah. What is this?
One with life?
All right, so we've got roast pork with broccoli rabe, artichokes, and cannellini beans.
This is unbelievable. You didn't tell me it had a little kick to it.
Okay, so Freddie, I think you got to. Freddie, I think you got to take a sip and take a bite.
I just took a bite.
Wow.
It does pair up good. It goes really well.
That is a nice pairing, is all I can tell you.
Oh, this reminds me of a lot of childhood stuff. Not childhood, but younger days. Yeah.
Childhood with tequila?
Oh, me and tequila used to have a relationship.
Uh-huh.
I don't. It was a giant blur. Chef, you outdo yourself. Every time you come here, you raise the bar.
That's the point.
And everybody now wants me to say, tell Chef I say hi. You tell him. You call him.
Yeah, please call me. Don't call Freddie.
Wow, this is spectacular. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Freddie, Dawn, and Barbara. How's everybody? And
Hi,
Chef
Steve.
Mark, how are
Hello.
you? My mouth is watering, Chef Mark.
Can't hear you.
His mouth is watering.
His mouth is
Oh,
watering.
thank you. I appreciate it. Wish you could be here in studio to taste
Wow.
it.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look at Steve. You see that? Huh? Oh my God, Steve.
Here's the funny thing with the cafe.
I wish you were here.
We used to do all this on a Friday, but now we do it on Thursdays apparently and Fridays. So
It's just expanding.
I got to work tomorrow, so.
he's got to work tomorrow.
He has
Yes, so
100
do we.
people he's cooking for.
Are you really?
Yep.
What kind of event?
People, what's that?
What kind of event?
It's a pre-Halloween party. A bunch of clients have rented a home here in South Florida, an Airbnb, and have contacted me to feed their guests.
Wow. I
So-
love these
Awesome.
cannellini
Solo?
beans.
Are you cooking solo?
I'll cook everything solo. I have a service staff that works with me, but
Wow,
yeah.
impressive.
Thank you.
Barbara, do you cook
I do.
for that many people?
Absolutely not. I literally have one pot, one pan, and like alternate, and I have to wash in between while I'm cooking. Yeah.
This is a great pairing, though. Steve, I hear Gubba Rum is going to be at Boca Liquors tomorrow.
Yeah, we're real excited. We're going to be participating with Barbara at her store, Boca Liquors, at 1200 Yamato Road in Boca. And my associate, Gwyneth Brennan, will be sampling Gubba Rum from 4 to 7. And we can't wait. We're very excited to be joining you.
I have a question. As Freddie says, a bone to pick. I never knew you had an associate in Boca, and Barbara's like, oh, Gwen's coming. I went, and who's that?
Who's that, Steve?
Gwyneth Brennan, I met her about 6 years ago at the Miami Rum Festival.
Oh, he just met her, I see.
Yes, and just met her, yeah. She's new in town. She lives in Fort Lauderdale. She works with a friend from California, and they sell rum reggae shirts, just like this. They've got a whole line of them.
I want to thank you for having her come here and meet with us the last 8 months.
You're very welcome. Once you meet with her, and she's just the greatest, you will never invite me on the show again, and I realize that. And I don't want to cut my own throat. She's great. She's great. She'll be great at the tasting. She just has a fantastic personality. She's a sweetheart, and I am thrilled that she works with me. Believe me.
I have to ask you a question. Every time I go to tag you, I get the ladies of Gubba Rum.
We have old accounts that I guess are still on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That is an account relating to work we were doing in Jacksonville a couple of years ago. We stopped because it didn't really work out too well, and we're about to restart Jacksonville. In fact, tomorrow I'm supposed to talk to somebody about doing tailgate parties at Jacksonville Stadium next year.
You know, you put out something on social media.
My mouth is spicy.
It is. That come on out for a tasting. So I get in my car and I'm driving. Okay, answer the phone, Steve. And I'm driving. And I'm driving and it says Jacksonville. And I got off at 95. It says, because it's at the bottom.
Well, tomorrow you can go over to see Barbara.
I know. Well, we're gonna go all decked out in our Halloween costumes. I was gonna go as a Gubba bottle.
That would be awesome.
It'll be fun.
Great. If I can just stretch it out a little bit, Freddie, you'll be all set.
This guy's a wise guy.
Yes.
It's
yes,
like
indeed.
yesterday's conversation.
So we are working on my costume. It might be a Gubba or maybe something else.
How do you think Gubba pairs with paella?
I think it'd be great.
What do you think, Mark?
I love paella. It'd be
I
great.
think tequila pairs with anything.
What about rum? I'm thinking the coconut rum. I'm thinking
Coconut
the
rum
Gubba.
would be great.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
the Gubba Silver on Tuesday, with some seafood paella and Boca Liquors and.
We do pina coladas.
Oh, there
Hey,
you
Don,
go.
honestly, Don, you know what? Either rum, the silver or the gold.
Sure.
I've got recipes for both of them to go with paella. That would certainly go well with paella. And I know that everybody, they mix vodka because it's a neutral spirit. You can do anything with it. And tequila is very well known. But you know what? Rum is really underrated. It's still coming along. It's getting there. And luckily, we've got some great ones. So we're excited.
So tell me more about the shirt you're wearing. As you can tell, I got mine on.
The rum reggae shirt.
A rum reggae
Rum
shirt.
reggae.
Yeah. Does it say?
Yes, sir.
Does it say your name or your company on it?
This one,
This is Grand
do not.
Transformations.
I haven't done that yet. I would.
Oh,
love
you haven't
to
done
do
that yet.
No, you know, as they say, Freddie, everything costs money. I had a great
Everything
conversation
costs
about
money.
Everything costs money, and I had a great conversation last night about money, which was really, really stood me on my toes. But anyway, I would love to put a rum reggae shirt together that said "Gubba Rum" on it. I think it'd be a hoot.
Well, we could sell them for $29.99 or something.
Look, we have a
At
visitor
least.
who just walked in. We got Tracy McDonough from Healing Moments. Welcome to our non-official party. Do you drink?
Do you drink?
Well, we're trying some tequila.
No
We're
wonder why
sampling
she's
tequila.
holistic. She's drinking all the time.
Welcome, welcome.
We've got tequila if you're interested.
And we have a little.
Meet Barbara from Boca Liquors and meet Chef Mark.
Nice to meet you, Tracy.
Chef can get Tracy a mic. We can put Steve back up and see what's going on. Tracy's going to be joining us on the next segment, but then you get to meet Barbara. Have you met Barbara?
Just did.
Barbara owns
Yes,
Boca Liquors,
pleasure.
right on your motto. A woman-owned liquor store.
Thank you. We'll see you Tuesday. We'll call you.
Thank you,
Mark,
Chef.
thank
All right,
you. That was
thank you, Chef.
unbelievable.
Super delicious.
Thank you for having me again. My pleasure.
We're going to give you a call. Chef Mark will be back
We're
next
going to book you
week.
for Tuesday. Yes, absolutely. We're going to do a paella in Barbara's name.
I'll be here.
A paella in Barbara's name. That's the Boca
Wow.
paella.
Chef Mark Fiori, absolutely
Unbelievable.
amazing.
Now I got to go home and hear about it all weekend. Huh? Why you have the chef come here?
Is that what it sounds like? Nice.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. All right. Steve, tomorrow, Boca Liquors from 4 to 7.
That's correct, and we hope everybody will come down and sample Gubba Rum, and along with the other fine spirits that Barbara will be offering.
All right, you'll join us tomorrow for Casa Mia. See what Mia's got some Halloween happening, so we'll see you tomorrow also.
Looking forward to it. Thank
Now,
you
if you
very
come-
much, guys.
Listen, if you come on tomorrow, you better be in costume.
He's wearing his rum shirt.
Yeah, I'll dress up like a rum guy. How about that for something different?
That's a drunk guy. Okay. All right. Something. Just come on. Come on and do what you got to do.
We'll do what we got to do. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank
You
you.
also.
Nice to see you.
It's a lot of fun. that
Barbara, tell us again about tomorrow's event.
So we have tastings from 12 to 3, and then again from 4 to 7. We have anywhere between 3 to 4 different brands coming in during those slots. Free for anybody to come, taste the product. We do have some fun games in the store for those who are making purchases, and some discounts and little goodie bags. And we have some fun decorations, make it really Halloween themed, and should be a great time. I'm hoping for a positive turnout and for people to just know we're here.
And you deliver?
We do deliver.
Give us the information.
We actually started with Drizzly, which we still have. You can download the Drizzly app and place your order to Boca Liquors. And we just this week launched with Grubhub, which is pretty incredible because obviously it's a much more known company. So it's been a fun process with them. And yeah, just place your order on either of those apps. And you can also place an order for pickup at in-store pricing through BocaLiquorsOnline.com.
Is there a minimum order that you have to deliver, or is it one
There is
bottle?
not.
Okay. There isn't.
There is not.
And how far in distance do you go?
With Drizzly, we are doing 3-mile radius. And with Grubhub, we don't have a radius. So you can just choose Boca Liquors and they will deliver that to you.
So you can order from Del Rey and you'll deliver.
Yeah.
And there's the answer to the question.
There you go.
Guys, you know how
Absolutely.
convenient that is?
A woman-owned liquor store, and it's right next to Dunkin' Donuts. You can get your coffee, you can get your liquor, you can get your donuts. You can have like a whole meal in one, and then bring Chef Mark over, and you got a party.
It's funny because we were just having a conversation with the guys, like, you know, the guys is this, that, and who runs the house? Women.
Yeah.
Right? Your significant
course.
other, your wife runs the house. So if you look in your bar, you look wherever you put your liquor and everything else, it's going to be whatever she determines that's what you go through. So isn't it nice you have a woman call and she makes the order and they deliver? You don't have to leave your house.
I'm so glad Tracy's here, so Tracy gets to meet her also.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And before we go to commercial break, I want to bring over our new sales collaboration. We have Justin. He's in Orlando.
Yes, Justin is in Orlando. Is he there?
Let's see if Justin's here, and we'll say a quick hello to Justin and welcome him to the team. Val says, you've got a second salesperson?
Actually,
We actually have a third.
We got a third. And there he is.
we haven't.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing, Justin? It's a pleasure to have you join us.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Don't you wish you were here? I
He
know.
looks like Dan.
Yeah, you guys all have the tequila and liquor over there. I'm in the wrong spot, apparently.
Tequila. We've got some food from Chef Mark. Tuesday, we're going to have our 1-year anniversary party here, Tracy. Oh, but it's not like a real
Good
party
deal.
because we have to do what we got to do. But we're going to pretend it's a party. Tell us a
Save me
little
some
bit about you.
leftover. Well, I'm a Virgo. I like long walks to the beach.
Yo, did he say he's a Virgo or a virgin? What? A Virgo or a virgin?
I'm a Virgo,
A Virgo.
not a virgin. Yeah, I went to school at FAU, studied communications and music business. I've been involved with entertainment, television, and music for quite some time. Working on quite a few different programs, national programs, Food Quest, World's Greatest. But my primary passion is music. I've been a successful singer-songwriter, recording artist. I actually play in a reggae band down in South Florida for the past decade. So I've kind of had my hand in a multitude of different avenues in that regard.
Very cool. And you're now in Orlando, and you're going to be helping us with our sales division. He's going to be working with us with Boca Liquors, maybe, and whatever, and Tracy, and all of our community. He's going to help promote as well.
Yep, he's promoting all the shows that we have on the circuit, which are over 37 that we have.
Got
going
Baran,
on.
everything.
Everything, and he's up north.
Beautiful.
He's actually only an hour away from a new show that we're working on
With
in
JoJo.
Melbourne, and JoJo on the Go-Go, and she wants to do business on the beach because she lives in a beach house.
That should be the name of it, by the way.
That's the name of it,
Okay.
Business on the Beach. So I'm going to send him over to meet with her, and there's a whole fleet of people up there that want to do some business as well. And I can't stress enough, the delivery makes it takes the question mark out of the deal. Nobody wants to leave their house.
Absolutely.
And if you go to
Right.
them and you sit with them, it's the whole idea that we brought him around. And we look at things from Justin coming.
Nice to have you
appreciate it,
join us,
guys.
Justin. Thank you. More to come.
Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure.
Awesome. You guys have a great day. Talk
You
soon.
as well.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, let's go to commercial break. Val, let's play the Fem City piece that you just put together that has Boca Liquors in it. We had our first event here because of Fem City. Tracy, you missed it, but I met your amazing friend Lorraine, and I'm hoping you guys could be sisters. You look so much, your mannerisms are so much alike. So she was amazing.
Cindy,
So
you're-
Val put a great spot together for that, and Taylor put a spot together for our 1 year here in
We're gonna
the
show that?
theater. So let's show them both. Let's take a commercial break. Switch over to our 1 o'clock hour. We've got more food here. We've got more liquor. We've got Tracy from Healing Moments joining us. And I think Sheree Bender is coming. I think. We'll see. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awotasu. At Dear Abby, we believe in empowering single women and men to unapologetically own their identities and grow in self-love. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at askdearabby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at Ask Dear Abby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Wow, what a nice first hour that was.
I'm going to tell you something. I have seen things in my life. But the lady that just walked in here brought in something I've never in my life ever seen.
A talking unicorn.
A talking unicorn, horsey sticky.
Amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Cherie, right? Is her name?
Cherie, that
or
is
Sherry? Cherie. Cherie Bender in the house.
If I have enough drinks, she could be Cherry for all I care. This is unbelievable what she brought in here. This is incredible. You ever see anything like that?
How are you doing, Tracy? We've got some amazing spots that the crew has put together for you. Teddy, I want to play some of those also when we go to commercial break, of all the incredible things that you offer at Healing Moments.
Good. Amazing.
It looks really nice. They smoothed it all out. It looks really nice.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
They have been really, really amazing. So let's talk about Healing Moments, because I don't think Barbara knows what you do. So let's share what you do.
I'm interested. Yes.
Yeah.
I love the name.
Well, it's I call it a mind, body, spirit center, right? Our service is love and compassion, and we deliver it through massage therapy, energy healing, body work, all kinds of fun vibroacoustic sound therapy, infrared sauna.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's, I work with goals. So are you coming to me for stress, which is a big deal right now? Or are you coming for post-surgery work? I do a lot of post-surgery work. Or are you coming for detoxing or weight loss? So I'm able to work with different people doing different things. And doing health coaching, massage therapy, clinical therapy. Yeah.
I'm relaxed just listening to you.
She has that effect.
Yeah.
I may just get unconscious about sometime during the show. Just nudge me, wake me up. She's a stress-free zone. And her place, she's being humble, is very magical. When you walk in there, everything changes. It did for me. It does for everybody who I know that goes there. It just changes everything. We've tried to mimic that feeling in here, but she's the best at it. And a stress-free zone. Everybody that goes and sits with her, she's worked with cancer patients and everything else. It's an experience you have to go through, you know, to understand it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really hard to explain. It's an experience. I have frankincense in the paint and a crystal grid under the floor, so the energy in there has a certain feel, and just, essential oils. Yeah. It's all yummy.
I love that.
It's all yummy.
Bob, let's cue up some of those pieces. Let us know when you have those queued up, because it gives such a great sense. Because to know Tracy and to know Healing Moments, you know it, but you can't put it in words, but it's a feel. When you just go in there, you're going in to either relax, post-surgical, right? We're Breast Cancer Prevention Month is what you wanted to call it. And so many things. And Sheree was telling me her story and how you helped her so much heal her leg. So it's not just mastectomy. And there was someone who was in here that they heard your post-surgical work, and they had, I guess, some sort of cervical or pelvic cancer, and they were going to reach out to you as well to help them with that. What does that entail when you do post-surgical work?
Well, first of all, we're a mind, body, spirit, right? We're a holistic being, which means a whole being. So physically, I'll do a little massage, lymphatic drainage, some adhesion and scar tissue work, but really I'm working on the connection between the mind and body. 80% of the healing of anything happens in our mind, right? So I'm not really healing people. I'm just inspiring and facilitating people's mindset and doing a little body work, doing a little energy work, doing a little meditation, whatever it takes to get their body in a space where it's going to start healing on its own.
And you have the vibroacoustic sound bed, and why is that so soothing?
So vibroacoustic sound therapy has been around for thousands of years. The pyramids were built with vibroacoustics, right?
Really?
And people used to walk into the pyramids and heal. So I work with frequencies in music. You're listening to frequencies for post-surgery, inflammation, stress, anxiety, colds and viruses, grief and trauma. And you're laying on a table that picks up the frequencies and then vibrates at the same frequency. And what happens is you lay on the table and you go, oh, that music's different. And then you go, oh, the bed's vibrating. And then before you know it, your brain is taken away, the brain and the body in train, and it takes you into brainwave states that are much more calming and meditative. I had someone yesterday, she said, it could be 5 minutes or it could have been an hour. I have no concept of how long I was laying here.
Because you lose sense of time and you just
It's
feel
just so
calmer.
peaceful. Yeah.
We've had so many people come on the past couple weeks talking about energy, how your body is energy. And there's this physical state that we all walk in this lifetime with, but then there's all this spirituality and emotional, the environmental toxins, because they're there, that we walk around with. And you have a way of helping balance it all.
Well, first I help people understand energy isn't a spiritual thing. If you look into the smallest cells in our body, there's nothing in there but energy. Mm-hmm. Everything is energy. The table's energy. Everything has a frequency that we can measure scientifically. Everything has a frequency. Every organ, every condition, every object, everything has a frequency. And that's what healing is about, right? It's about entraining frequencies so that things can heal, right? Healers have very high frequencies because they learn how to hold their state. I learned how to hold a very high state. Two frequencies can't live in the same place at the same time. So if someone comes to me and they're not feeling well or they're depressed or have low energy, they could easily take me down because lower frequencies are much denser and heavier and stronger. But I'm very good at holding my frequency. So what happens is the frequencies of the person, of the body, of the organs, or whatever it is that we're doing, start to elevate, and that's where healing begins, right? You know, if you wake up in a really bad mood, your day, you're going to attract all of that all day long if you stay in it. But if you change your state, like if you physically change your state, and physically changing your state changes your emotional and psychological state, it changes your whole day.
When you feel better, and you're shaking your head, yes, you feel the same thing.
No, I mean, I'm like in love with everything that you're saying, because the main thing that stuck out is that 80% of the healing or of any kind happens with your brain. Your brain is so powerful. We only use a small percentage of it, and it's incredible that you're able to kind of translate that to help somebody heal, whether it's post-surgical or any mental illness and things like that. I mean, that's... I just started getting into Reiki a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm new to this whole realm, but I'm very interested and I'm very aware of, you know, how you can impact, how somebody else's energy can impact you and vice versa. Mm-hmm. So just kind of understanding your surroundings, it's so important, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to teach somebody that.
Yeah. I've been doing Reiki for 26 years.
Wow.
We call it peeling the onion. But it's all about frequencies, right? Mm-hmm. I'm holding my frequency and I'm channeling energy, and the stress happens to us in layers. I talk about it all the time, energetically, psychologically, emotionally, physically, right? So we're working energetically, we start peeling off some of those layers, right? Then people start talking, they're peeling out the layers.
People writing, what does that mean, peeling off layers?
So like I said, we don't get cancer overnight, right? It happens over time. I talk about it a lot. I developed breast cancer with zero obvious physical risk factors, right? No family history, 18% body fat, ate pizza once a year, blah, blah, blah. But I had a lot of emotional stress in my life. I had a lot of we call it heart chakra stuff, right? The heart chakra governs the heart, the breast, the lungs, and the hands. So I had a lot of heart chakra stuff that occurred in my life that eventually, energetically, psychologically, emotionally, eventually manifested physically in some form, which is really what happens to a lot of us. So peeling the onion is like taking off the layers of stress that people layer on to their energy, to their physical body, to their emotional state, and just starting to lift a lot of that off.
And what's the difference between Reiki and massage?
So Reiki, you're not actually touching people, although I very often touch people because I've been doing it 26 years, and I've learned that sometimes you need physical to shift energy, and sometimes you need energy to shift physical. So, but I don't have to touch people for Reiki, which is very good these days because people are a little nervous. So I work in their aura, right? I work in their space, and I don't necessarily have to touch them. Massage obviously is, very hands-on.
And I was talking to Cherie, and Cherie Bender is a friend of yours. She says, every time I go to Tracy's, she has something great, and I say, can I have it? And she says, oh, yes, you can have this. So she was listing all the amazing resources that she has been a part of in Healing Moments. And Tracy helped you with your leg, correct?
I almost died this year, and I was saved by an angelic intervention. I found Tracy through the huge yoga event, Something Big, in Meisner Park, and I'm very grateful that I found Tracy because she's so bright. She's like the sunshine. Walk in there and the sun is shining right away. I was helped tremendously, and mainly also just the people that she knows and the person that she is. It was quite magical. And I love magic.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me?
It's just recent that you've known Tracy?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We met at Something Big, Leslie Glicksman's
1
Something
year
Big
ago.
yoga.
2 years, right?
She stopped by my
Almost.
table, and a few months later, there she was. But look, she talks about sunshine and light, and look at her.
And look,
She's
ha,
all
ha,
sunshine
ha.
and light.
La la la.
Well, and she's showing, these shoes are spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
You broke your leg, what you were telling me, and Tracy...
Well, I broke a major bone. It wasn't my leg, but
Okay.
it was a major bone. And I had to go in hospital. And at the time that it happened, I could have fallen in a fire pit and burned to a crispy critter. An angelic intervention happened. It was a big... I was in shock. I didn't quite understand what happened, but a force threw me away from the fire. I saw the fire coming up slow motion, and a force, an angelic force, came and threw me down on a concrete ground. I'd rather have a broken bone than be burned.
And now look at you. Wearing
back.
high heels and painting. And
You can't keep a good woman down.
She's awesome. She worked really hard. She worked really hard.
I'm still working. I swim every day. I do yoga. Just starting to get back into yoga, but also I'm doing step exercises on steps because I discovered that I have a weakness in my left side. So walking up steps on my left side, I never did it. I used to grab on the edge of the pool to get out of the pool and put most of my weight on my right side. Now I'm equally distributed. I'm balanced. And I'm stronger than ever. And Tracy helped a lot.
What are some of the things that you did with her?
Well, first of all, I have, we started doing massage before the accident, but I have a physical therapist that was working for me, and she started to work with Cherie, and then we kind of, after that, we eased into doing some work in at Healing Moments. So I'm doing Beamer therapy, which, I love Beamer therapy, physical vascular therapy, and then massage, working on the adhesion, the scar tissue, working on the muscles, especially the muscle groups, because she's a little off balance. So we're trying to strengthen the side that she needs strengthened. But she works hard. She didn't need me.
I'm totally balanced now. I mean, I can stand and do yoga poses like the tree pose, dancer, on both legs. And I was determined to do it, but there were times when I would cry because I was afraid I'd never walk again.
And now look
that
at
was-
you.
The amazing thing, Tracy, is that with everything that's going on with people right now, so you break a leg, something happens, it just intensifies the psychology behind or the mental anguish that we're all going through, the stress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm amazed at, okay, the physical ailments you heal, she can do the things. It's the psychology, it's how she's approaching it mentally. Life all of a sudden isn't too gloomy anymore. I mean, you probably appreciate the smaller things you used to do before more now because you can do more.
Yes, well, I was painting and writing my cookbook during this whole healing process. I would write about 3 or 4 recipes a day, and paint. And I was writing 3 or 4 recipes a day and painting on my painting Drink the Wine. I'm working on a series with Swarovski crystals and bringing the light into my paintings that way. And it's quite a nice combination with the oil and the crystals. So I never stopped doing any of that. The main thing was the strengthening of my body. And also when I go to see Tracy now, one of my favorite things is that sound bed. I mean, sometimes I get off the sound bed, I don't even know what planet I'm on. Where am I? It's just outer limits. It's so amazing, and you feel so good. And I love the sauna there too. The sauna, it's very rejuvenating. You walk out of there and you look like you're 15. I mean, the skin is glowing. It's amazing. I love that. I'm going to have one in my house. I just love it.
The infrared sauna.
Yeah. Well, the vibroacoustic bed is good. I have a couple of cancer patients right now, and they have a really hard time sleeping and relaxing because of their treatments. They are in treatment. And they come in, and I put headphones on them, and I have frequencies for cancer, so it helps your brain start to heal your body. Or I have a track that's called Nature's Frequency. So it's all the frequencies that you would be exposed to in nature. Birds, trees, even the frequency of Lyme. When you listen to the frequency of Lyme, it puts your body in fat burning mode. So, but it's, people listen to it, and I come in and they're like, either they're snoring or they're just smiling, or I hate to even make them get up.
You gotta love what Tracy does. I want to go to commercial break. They put the spots together, and the one I've seen so far is the sound bed. So it's kind of perfect that you guys are talking about it. So let's cue up Tracy's spot. Let's take a quick commercial break. You can find Tracy at 3200 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, Healing Moments Wellness Boutique. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, and we'll be right back.
I am Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Here at Healing Moments, we offer vibroacoustic sound therapy through a vibroacoustic sound therapy bed and more recently, meditation cushions. Vibroacoustic therapy is a non-invasive, holistic approach to reducing stress and anxiety using low-level frequencies, therapeutic music, and vibration. It's been used since the pyramids were built in 2500 BC. Music is delivered through a transducer that is inside of a cushion or bed. When you sit or lay down, the frequencies in the music targeting different conditions such as sleep, stress, anxiety, depression, hormones, colds, and viruses help align the body through the vibration. The combination creates an entrainment between the mind and body and takes you out of fight or flight or the sympathetic nervous system into chill mode, which is the parasympathetic system. The nervous system calms, muscles and tissue relax, blood vessels dilate, and the lymphatic pathways open. The benefits include feeling of peace, lowering blood pressure, pain reduction, increased circulation, and less depression and anxiety.
DearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awotasu. At Dear Abby, we believe in empowering single women and men to unapologetically own their identities and grow in self-love. We know that before you find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace your unique self, flaws and all. Contact us today at askdearabby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at AskDearAbby on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV. a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
And WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Searching, and I'm like, can we go?
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Is this what happened, Tracy? Look at him. He went from Barbara. You've seen this transition, right? He went from the food and both the liquors and tasting and everything to planning next week to, he's like, oh, I think I need a siesta.
Well, you know, it's funny because when you are surrounded by people that have intensities, like if you work in daycare or hospitals and things of that nature, you know, you absorb the same frequencies that are going on around you. So you're like super hyper and everything is like an issue and yada, yada, yada. But when you're around Tracy, all that begins to sort of melt away, you know? You sort of enjoy having that glass of wine or booze or whatever you're having or food. Everything tastes better. Everything changes, you know?
Hey, so I can be this way for everybody.
But it's what we receive. Yes. It's not what you're taking in.
It's a healing. It's a healing frequency, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's all real.
And we've talked about different frequencies, and through all of this, Tracy has come in and she's done meditations with our group, and we've talked about full moon clearings and all of the different vibrations. And sometimes you want people to get angry to raise their vibration because you talk about this scale. So being angry is not necessarily bad, because why?
Well, if you're depressed, that's a very low frequency. Anger is actually a higher frequency than depression. So when I'm working with someone who's really depressed, if I can shift them, even if it's just to anger, then I know that we can make some movements, because shifting into anger changes their state a little bit. And once we have a little bit of a higher vibration, there's the opportunity to move again into another higher vibration.
That's true. I used to call it control chaos when I used to coach. I used to make sure that control anger came forward and they would fight harder to win games. But you have to know how to do it cleverly so they don't walk away angry. You know, you got to make sure that it's to the point of accomplishing what you need to accomplish.
And so many healing arts. You know, I disagreed with this meeting you had this morning, and I told you, because I don't think that is going away. I think more than ever, people need to heal their mind, body, and spirit. And that other conversation, one you had on the couch over there this morning with the new salesperson that we had.
Why did I? Oh, you disagree?
100%. But because I pretended I spoke Spanish and I shook my head and went, I picked out a few words and I said to you, I don't agree.
Oh, the holistic part.
Yeah, because I think there's a place for regular medicine and traditional medicine 100%.
Yes.
But I also think there is a tremendous place for holistic healing and health and wellness and prevention on this side, because if we can prevent and we can keep our frequencies high and we can stay in a positive mindset, when things happen and you need surgery and things happen and you need pain pills because things happen, you can keep at a higher frequency and it can all work together. So that's what I disagree with you with.
Okay, you could disagree with me, but
you may have said something different in Spanish.
But you didn't
so
understand
I
the
don't know.
conversation. There are certain people who work better holistically, and there are certain people who do not. So when you are in the business and you work holistically, you get involved with people so much that you begin to give away everything that you want to help them achieve. And this particular salesman, we had this conversation. And he said to me, boy, you hit that right on the head. So I said to him, I don't want you to be a holistic healer. I want you to be a business healer. And that was when Dawn walked into the conversation.
But the holistic piece is so important, and I want to talk to Sheree because different creative energies and even what you're doing, Barbara, as a woman-owned business, right? Totally out of the box thinking. Sheree, you are a spectacular artist, and the funny story is, Freddie, we met her a few years ago at our other studio in a parking lot.
Oh, I remember you.
And she drove by, and she says, and I don't know why I was in the parking lot.
I caught you going to your car.
And she drove
Oh,
by,
I remember
and she
you.
says, I'm writing
yes.
a cookbook, but I have no recipes. And I said, that is my kind of cookbook.
No, I have recipes.
But now you have recipes. Back
no,
then
yes.
you told me you had drawings of angels and fairies, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm all in. But now you really have a cookbook.
Yes, well, it's a book that's a format to show my paintings, yes, but also I believe that good health is our greatest wealth, and it's a daily process. It's a daily exercise and eating properly, and I feel food should be delicious as well as healthy. So my book, Sheree Bender's Glitter Book of Magical Cooking, is really about gourmet food that's also healthy. And everything is organic, free range, and conscious eating. Conscious eating on a daily basis throughout a person's life is what helps when you have something happen. I mean, we're all human. We're fragile. We're made of flesh and blood and bones. Something could happen, but if you have taken good care of yourself, you will have a healthier and quicker recovery with all the wonderful modalities that are available. But it's mainly our responsibility to take care of ourselves during our lives so that when something happens, or if something happens, something may never happen. We may be very, very lucky and never have to deal with any kind of breakage or any kind of accident, but that's rare. A person that takes really good care of themselves, that knows where to go, surrounded by good people that can help them. And a good cookbook, I think, is important in the kitchen, especially one that's glittery like mine and filled with beautiful art.
I was on the phone with Sheree, Tracy, for an hour. And Chuck goes in, he works out, he takes a shower, I'm on the phone with her. He comes out, he says, another call. I go, nope, Sheree. He says, this is an hour. I said, but you don't understand. She believes in glitter and angels and fairies. I'm drinking out of my unicorn mug, and I'm thinking, who else would understand that has a unicorn other than you come in with a name? I guess, what do unicorns neigh? Like
Frisky.
horses?
Frisky.
You've got Frisky and I've got Fairy, so you
Yeah.
know they should actually meet in the middle of the studio
You
somewhere.
have a unicorn mug?
Sure. I'll take a picture for you.
Wow, we're in the deep end now.
And I said, tell me a little bit about you. And she says, well, I don't like to brag, but I've been in the Boca Museum of Art 5 times.
Not 4.
5.
5.
Your artwork has been featured in Greece, you tell me.
Yes, it's in a museum in Athens, Greece, in the permanent collection.
Pretty
They have 2 of my
spectacular.
pieces. Yeah. I'm very honored to be there because I went back to the ancient monuments, the beginning of civilization practically. I've seen amazing things. The Acropolis, I've been on the top there. I got some stones there. The duenas that stay there, these old ladies that sit on chairs, if you pick up one stone, they come and, no. No. And so this gal came over to me from San Francisco, and she goes, Cherie, she goes, here. She took a whole handful and put them in my pocket. She said, you got to take these home with you.
Amazing. Right here in Boca Raton.
It's a good thing that her cookbook needed inspiration. She's like a walking monument to inspiration.
You brought one piece with you, right? She said she's got a lot of pieces to show, but I said some of them were too big to put in her car.
I didn't bring anything physical, but I just brought one of my pieces that I did quite a while ago. It was sold to one of my collectors, and it's when I first bought my house and I taught myself how to swim. I used to be deadly afraid of water, and I taught myself with water wings, baby water wings through the winter. And first one broke, and then I swam with one water wing, and then they both broke, and I said, what am I going to do now? Well, I swam.
You learned to
and
swim.
I'm now swimming 20 laps a day.
20 laps a day?
And this is a painting of a mermaid with a little boy, and he's breathing, and his breath becomes bubbles in the water, and in the bubble is a lit candle.
Wow.
So it's magical because that's thought. Thought overcomes everything.
Amazing. I see how you two are in alignment. Why you said to me, you have to meet my friend Cherie. And now you know why.
Yeah, I'm surprised you remember her up in Delray.
And I remember I was in the parking lot because I was thinking that's my kind of cookbook. There's no recipes in it, but now there are.
It's funny because that kind of cookbook, you can make anything and it's right.
No, actually, I said that the primary reason was to show my work in a different way, but there's always been recipes. I've been writing recipes for 4 years now.
And I love
I've become a pretty good writer.
You have the.
It took me a while.
I went through your Facebook, the Madonna you did, the Black Madonna. Is that part of your
here.
Swarovski crystal collection?
Yes, she's going to have ebony crystals in her eyes.
Wow.
And
That's
she has
beautiful, isn't it?
sparkles in her habit.
Beautiful.
So she's bringing the light into a dark situation.
Really beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you learn teach yourself to paint as well?
No. I've always been an artist. I was an artist since I was like 2 years old. I started drawing and painting, but I did go to school. I went to Art Center in Pasadena and finished off with the University of Miami. Right here in Miami.
It's all about the you. That's all I tell you. Another cane. Another one.
You've got to pay your dues to, you have to learn how to have discipline. Discipline is something that's important in any kind of creative outlet for yourself. You're just you and the canvas or you and the paper. It's important to have faith in yourself and take the first step. I've been doing it since I was a little girl. So I think I'm all right now. I think I'm pretty good.
I think that's one of the things that stuck out with me most is we tease about the angels and the fairies and the glitter because that's all in this physical world, the things we draw and we paint, right? It's how we embrace it. But we talk about having faith, and now you say you have undeniable faith. And healing is a process, and again, there's this connection with you guys because you have to put in the work to heal. You just don't show up one day and feel better. And it's a process, and it's a commitment, and it's the faith to know that with this you will get better.
And trust your body, because your body is an amazing magical instrument. Talk about magic. The body is a magical instrument. And that's basically to trust your own healing process and to trust that your body knows how to heal itself. It's magical.
Yep, we have the perfect
With the
computer.
best help.
We have the perfect computer. You know, we mess it up with bad food and bad air and too much stress, but everything at Healing Moments is all about that, right? It's
Yes.
just putting the body in a position to do what it wants to do, which is heal itself.
And surrounding ourselves with people who are positive and not draining of the energy. To surround ourselves with positive people, and it's amazing what we can all do together. We can move a mountain.
It's funny, a couple weeks ago we had a guest on, and she talked about energy vampires and what those truly do, whether we know we're around energy vampires or not. Our body knows that they're sucking the energy and they're bringing in this negative space. that we need to really, I don't mean to sound cliche, but go back and find the light and sit in a better space if we can.
It's grounds. It's about grounding yourself, getting up in the morning and really grounding in your peace and in the person that you are. If you're all up here, right, and somebody pushes you, what happens? There's no grounding. You're going to fall right over. It's really about, really grounding in that root chakra, really grounding in your peace and your security and your safety and your knowing that you don't need anything else. Love is all here, and you have everything you need.
It's interesting because as a business owner, when you start out, you have to overcome fear. 100%. You have to have perfect discipline and overcome fear and overcome everything that everybody's going to tell you don't do because they live in fear. So you have to sort of rise above that. And then you have to be consistent at doing it. Mm-hmm. And then you have to watch out because the negative stuff is going to happen. We talked about this. If you make adjustments, you'll be okay. If you don't make adjustments, you're not going to be okay. I mean, this is really simple. Owning a business under these conditions, opening up under these conditions, you got to be way above the rim. You got to bring that whole level of energy. Then you got to believe it. Got to believe in yourself.
Right.
Because if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else going to believe in you either. So it's this constant getting up, brushing it off, and going and do what you got to do. And the day is going to bring you challenges. And if you don't know it, let me tell you, it's going to bring you challenges. That's the way life is. Just the way it is. But discipline, very important. Disciplining fear, very important. Then you're right, you can move anything because it's going to seem that everybody's going to come along and they're going to add a drop to that whole bucket of positivity.
It's why I look at that piece that Taylor put together from where we were a year ago to where we are now. And you know what? 9 of those months we were in this like everybody else. But that's why I tell you 2020 has not been what you thought it was this morning. There have been challenges, but there has been great growth and great opportunities and great friends. And the one thing you realize is the great friends that we have. And Tracy has been here with us since your birthday. That day she came in and did a meditation on your birthday. And here she sits with us again on our 1 year almost of being in this space with new friends, Boca Liquors. And Cherie, your story that you are here is tremendous.
Thank you.
I mean, healing is amazing, but the fact that you're here with us and you had that intervention is spectacular. So congratulations.
And also that I met Tracy at the right time because I had gone to that Something Big Yoga in Meisner, and then I took her brochure, and when this happened to me, I saw her brochure and I said, I wonder if I should call her. And I did, and I'm so grateful that I did. You have to open the door. If you don't open the door, you're never going to know what's behind the door.
Sure.
Opening the door is the first step. And I really believe we're not doing this alone. I really believe that we do have angels, and we do have God, and we have ascended masters, and we have beings that are light years in the universe helping us. All you have to do is ask. You have to ask. You have to open the book. You have to challenge yourself to learn new things and experience new things. And the more you learn, the more you grow. So it's all good.
It's funny, we've been doing this 5 years, and we've talked to a lot of people. We brought a lot of businesses forward. And you're not allowed to sit back and say, look at me, look what I've done, because that's not the way we do things. The important thing always, one thing that everybody has in common, no matter what color your skin is, no matter if you believe in God or not, none of that, is when you look in the mirror, there's a reflection. And it's the reason why you walk into Studio A, and everybody asks me the same question, why is there a mirror in there? When you figure that out, you will figure out everything that's going on in this room, because it's really simple. You got one thing that you can put your finger on every day, and that's you. Mm-hmm. No matter what anybody says. Now, do you want to tie in that into some of the things that Tracy's talking about, into reducing fear and opening a business during a pandemic, a woman business nonetheless in a man's world, which is liquor? Or you want to just walk in with a unicorn that speaks and heals you? All of that you can tie in physically. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We better get it right. Because if we don't get it right, we are looking at some of the darkest future in our life. Let's get it right. We got to get this thing together. We got to get together. We got to do it correctly. Do not live in fear. Live in strength.
Surround yourself by.
And surround yourself, exactly.
Surround
Do
yourself
it.
by
Fear
that.
that hard.
Exactly. Because when you're afraid, the body takes a nosedive.
Of course.
When you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, really, you start to take one step at a time, and you gain in consciousness, and there's a proof of everything is all of a sudden the right connections come, and the right people show up, because if that's where your state is.
Copy of the red book.
Oh, let's go to commercial break and we're gonna get that.
Yes, because I want to share a magical moment that we had this week. Let's take the commercial.
Let's take a commercial break and then we got another surprise for you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Café Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561-968-0988.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hello?
Valerie? Thank you.
That was strange. And we're back.
And we're back. I think, should we have a paella cook-off with Mom's paella, you think?
Thrilled.
Or she wants a cook-off? No, that's not fair because mom has to win.
Well, no. But mom has like no professional training. She's just amazing, just raw. So
she is professional. She's a pro. She's a mom.
She's a mom. That's true.
How
I mean, as far as like culinary, you know, like chef went to school for.
Mom's from Chile?
Yes.
No, and mom wins.
Yeah, mom wins
Mom
for
wins.
sure.
No matter, you could
Love
be
you,
Chef Boyardee, makes no difference.
Moms always win, right?
Mom's always winning. You know how it goes. You ever seen a football player, 400 pounds, gets that $1 million contract? Who does he thank?
Mom first.
Basketball player, mom.
Always.
And dad is in the background, and he's carrying mom's broom or purse or whatever.
A broom. The unicorn,
Only you would
whatever
pick
it's.
that up. Now, we were just having a conversation about positivity, and you want to talk a little bit about this because she's coming to do a show for me tomorrow at 3:30. I'm actually going to produce it because this lady came into this studio. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know why she was here. And she handed me this book, and she filled this place with the same energy you bring, but intensified by 100. And her story, you want to tell the story?
Jessica Dumig. So she actually reached out to the radio station, and Jody from WWNN sent us the connection. And she is a survivor of breast cancer at the age of 32. She found a lump, and 2 months later it got bigger, and there was no denial. She went, and I got the chills. She got treated, and it's her story. She was triple negative, and what that was like to be treated and to leave the corporate world to write this book. And she said this was just something she had to write. Now she's going back into the corporate world to help small businesses thrive in our community. And she wrote this incredible book, Warrior, Challenge Accepted, which is available to purchase on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble. And she was here, and she totally captivated this entire room with her story, and she brought her mom. And which was amazing, and her mom was here talking to Leslie and what it's like for moms when your kids get sick. And it's one thing when it's you and you're going through it, but when you're a parent and you're helping your child, it's a whole nother level of that. And she's going to be here tomorrow telling her story. So Tracy, we want to give you one of these. She left us a couple books to give away.
Okay, beautiful.
So
Yeah.
we're going to give you one, and I think one is for Jay Harmon.
Yep, dynamic
And he'll
energy,
be in later.
Never got down on herself, was never negative. And I asked her mother, you know, she's always been like that. She says, absolutely. And when you meet her, she says, we ain't got time for fear.
Exactly.
We got to go.
Exactly.
And she's actually getting a job working with corporate America, doing some things. I'm going to sort of work with her a little bit. And I wanted her to tell her show individually. I'm going to put it on BYOB because I think it's the type of story that needs to be heard, not just by women. I mean, what she went through, she's a woman, you know, it was what it was. But for everybody. Because it's that type of get up and go that we need right now. I mean, we always needed it, but we need it now longer and stronger. I cannot believe how that woman filled it up. I mean, I could have talked to her for hours.
Her story was amazing.
Amazing.
And she was in corporate America and went through chemo and a double mastectomy and went to work every day. She said she never got sick from the chemo. And her coworkers, one man came up to her and said, and you're bald because why? Because you're supporting this guy over here who has no hair. She said, what do you mean, why? I've been going through chemo for all these months. He said, why? No one even knew that she had anything. She was undergoing treatment. She never missed a day of work. And he said, well, gosh, I've got a cold. I guess if you're here going through chemo, I kind of better suck it up and stay at work. So it put a whole fresh perspective on what it was to show up and do what you have to do and not let life bring you down. An amazing story.
Amazing story. And we know some people who are going through similar differences, but we are all going through the fear. You know, and I look at you, and every time I ask this young lady to do something, she's going to actually do a show on WNN radio on Monday. She's going to do something in Spanish, because I didn't even know she spoke Spanish, on Fuego 2.0. There's no fear. And you know, whenever you say the word maybe or no, in the back of your mind, there's a fear. There's some reason why not. We have another lady coming on Monday, and she sat in that chair, and she said, why me? And I just looked at her and said, why not?
Right.
Why is more important than anything else that makes you?
And I want to introduce Tracy to Kat in Maui also.
Oh, yes. That's another one. Wow. And it's just been pouring in. We have the Transatlantic Media Studio. We got people from down under. You know, the toilet goes counterclockwise. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
She said she never looked. She's going to check.
I told you, just flush it. Don't use it. And it goes counterclockwise. And we had it from the UK. We have France. We have Hawaii, and all of these people are bringing together the same message. You know, we are human, and we need one another. And if there's a little bit of fear missing, we got to fill it in and make it better. Exactly what you're talking about today. But we got to bring this thing to a head. We got to bring it. And if you need a little assistance, call Tracy. I guarantee you ain't gonna be disappointed.
How do people find you and reach you?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook a lot lately because I'm getting messages from people all over the place on Facebook that have heard about me, which thank you so much, all of you. I'm so blessed because, you know, my passion is really just to help people get through all this. So our phone is 561-931-2187. And
we're going to put all those pieces. You're going to have those pieces to start posting all over social media to understand. Some people are visual, some people are auditory, some people just need this overall sense. And these pieces, I hope for you, will put together what you were looking for. But that one we saw on Soundbed is amazing.
Came out very nice. And we got 7 more to go. And they take time.
I think there's another one also Teddy put together.
Yep, it takes time to put it together because you want to deliver the message cleanly.
Yeah, all I want to do is help people get through all of this and stay healthy through all this, because fear depresses your immune system.
That's right. You got to get in the pool. To get wet, you got to get in the pool, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people are just afraid to heal. And it's funny because as we were getting better and the numbers were coming downwards, we had talked about doing the healing tour, remember? That we want to go to different places and we wanted to use what she talks about and go on tour so that people can come back out and heal. And I'm not talking about 100,000 people at one time. I'm talking about a handful of people, one by one by one. And now we're taking a step back again because we want to make sure that it's done at the right time. But I want to get that done. I want to do the healing tour. We're going to do a bus. Remember, we had to take a bus and everything else. We had it all hooked up. But it's going to happen.
We've changed, like everybody else, our approach, but our mission and what we do. I'm having like deja vu. I think I dreamed this, or maybe I think I dreamed this. That I had this conversation with you. This is really bizarre. That your mission and your approach and your values have to stay true to who you are, and you can change your hours of business. You can change how many people and where they sit. You can put your masks on or not, whatever it is that you're believing in. But your mission of your business and what makes you do what you do and why we do what we do has always stayed. We have not stopped.
That's right. And keep going. Don't stop. You know, you may want to take a pause or a step back for 1 minute, but you got to keep it. You got to keep it going. You can't give in to everything negative. And there are going to be a lot of people around you who are afraid. And for people who are asking us, we do the very best we can of keeping everybody as separate as we can. We do wear masks. We ask the kids to always be wearing masks. And after the show, we do clean everything. And we do ask them to wash their hands. And we are doing the best we can under all the circumstances. And we ask people, if you're comfortable wearing a mask, wear it. It's not a problem. We don't have a problem with that. We take temperatures when people walk in and says, I see Jay come in and he has his mask, because some of the people who are involved, as Jay's wife, is, you know, we have to look out for him because
she's recovering also.
So we're being careful with that as well. But we do like to have fun, and I understand that sometimes you think this is all we do is have fun. There's a lot of work that goes into this. I just want people to understand it ain't all easy. We show you the easier part, but there's a lot of work with what we do, and we take it very seriously. We take everybody's health very seriously.
And everybody's business, that they grace us to help grow their business is what we get to do.
That's right. And just because we have some food and a little bit of booze doesn't mean that we ain't working hard. And I look and I admire the business owners in this room, and I applaud, because you guys are the reason that we do it. You people right now in this room are the reason that we're pushing forward, and Jay's included as he's looking at me, because this is about all of us getting through this. And some of us help us more than others, and some of us do it a different way, and some of us do it with what she does and creativity and everything else. And some of the kids in here, they do what they need to do to get us on the air, but it ain't easy. This is what you see here isn't always what it is. It's a lot of work. We put in a lot of hours, and there's a lot that goes on in one day. And I don't have to tell you, because you've been here 5 years, which I don't know what the hell you would think.
But you know, when you have days like today and things come together and you meet great people and new friends, and you're able to have everyone embrace their business, share their business, and all come together in positive energy, it makes all those kind of days go away,
And it
right? It
makes
brings it
sense.
all forward.
Imagine you were still in the old studio, though. None of us would be here.
And they're not even open anymore.
I know. So
Wait
sad.
until you see the new studio.
New studio?
Oh, a new one. You watch. We're getting bigger. I'm not saying it's gonna happen tomorrow,
I'm coming out.
but I'm gonna tell you, wait till you see, because I got some. If I could do this, I could do bigger, and bigger is going to allow more recognition to more things.
So we'll just make a little corner, a Healing Moments corner.
We should.
Yeah, we'll make a
perfect.
Healing Moments corner, and the kids, everybody can take turns.
I told Dawn one day I wanted I wanted layers, a building with floors, where the floors upstairs would be a healing moment corner. You have a place that you can do Boca Liquors and everything else, a taste
With
place
red wine.
in the rooms.
For you,
in
special
all
place.
these different rooms. You have an artist room, and it trickles down, and then underneath there's a stage and a studio. And I tell you this, and I've dreamt it. And it's funny because when I came here, I got afraid. I got afraid. I got to be the first to admit to that. I said to Dawn, what are you going to do with all this room if we run out of room? We're now working on the second studio because we run out of room.
Yeah, but God brought us here a couple months before we needed to be here. And I say it every day, by the grace of God, we have the space to keep people socially distant, to keep our crew safe in 3 separate studios, to have 4 working sets in this area and have all the cameras because, as you say, Cherie, you have to always have faith.
And it's funny because Barbara didn't know us at the time when we were in Delray.
We just met Barbara.
No, I did not.
Barbara, the whole studio that we were in will maybe fit where you're sitting and cut across to that corner.
It was just a little
That
back
was the
room
whole
in the
thing.
art museum.
It
Wow.
was about this big. And I took the doors off a closet.
To create
And
more
I
room.
said to you, are we allowed to do that? And you said no.
I said, I'm going to hide the door, which I did. And she said, go get a table. And she bought a table. We put it in the closet. True story. And we used the closet as a meeting room.
We had a closet and then another
With
closet.
paper towels all over the walls. With affirmations, paper towels.
Look at you guys now.
And
That's
look
amazing.
now. But it's because of all the great people that have supported us and that come forward and those that believe in fairies and unicorns and magic because, you know what, in my world, magic does happen.
I'd rather just believe in the magic of people.
But that's okay too.
Yeah. And I said, tell you, Tracy's been with us a long time, and we've known Jay Harmon a long time. And Dignity's been through us with this whole thing. Gubba Rum has been with us. I applaud them every day because they've helped us achieve and go.
And Amy Rashevsky, she did a show yesterday. Jay's show is coming up today. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of good stuff that happens, and we didn't know when this thing hit. We sat back and said, okay, what do we do now? Now you gotta understand something. We were only here in November, December, January, February,
5 months.
and March. We were here 5 months when we got hit, and we didn't know what to do. And Dawn says, whatever we do, we don't close down. We had Crazy Uncle Mike sit exactly where you are. And what Crazy Uncle Mike said to me, Freddie, don't close. You got to keep going. You got to find a way. And he stayed open.
He stayed open.
And he stayed open. He used to text me every week and say, you still open, right? I go, yeah. And we kept doing it. And we brought him back. It was March 17th he was here, right?
Yeah.
17th?
St. Patrick's
St. Patrick's Day, everything shut down. Yeah.
And
What a
he
good
came back.
advice.
And then we brought him back when he stayed open. And he's been a good friend of ours. And we just love that energy and that whole thing. And it's because of people like you see in this room that we're still going. And I have to applaud because I had to tell you, you got to take a deep breath sometimes and scratch your head and say, all right, here we go. Let's go again.
And you
let's
got to
go
applaud
again.
our crew. And you guys, Slick and Hector, Val, Teddy, Chenzo, we miss you. Who else is in there? Taylor, Olive, everyone who's not here and is here.
Yeah.
And they put a video together and Val sends it. You like it? Okay, change that. She sends it again. I email it. Can you change that? So now when I say to Taylor, well, what would you think if? And she says, I don't know. What do you think? And Val says to her this morning, wrong answer. If Dawn's asking you, it means she needs something more. She wants to know what your take is on it, but it's missing something. She goes, oh, okay, I got it. But it's just level up your thinking and be as creative as you can because that is what we get to do, and that is what everyone gets to do. Be creative. Get out of the box. Do what you love. Be a warrior. You can find this book. You can find Tracy, Boca Liquors. Cherie, you can find her artwork. Hopefully, she's going to grace us and let us share some of her pieces. Jay Harmon is here. Tune in today at 2:30. Chef Mark Fiori. He's going to be back next week as we celebrate our 1 year here
We'll
with
do
Boca
paella.
Liquor. Paella style.
Barbara's mother, what's your mother's name?
Isabel.
We're going to do the AKA
You
Isabel.
gotta do it with like shrimp.
So more to come, everyone. Have a great afternoon. Stay safe. Be kind. We'll see you in a little bit.
And as always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna say and craters, open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche, helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing